Hi, I'm Sean from Floor Concepts. First, I want to thank you for trusting us with your flooring project. We're just as excited as you are to get started with your home's transformation. To make sure installation day goes as smooth as possible, we made this video to talk through some of the key things that you should prepare for as we approach installation day. First, remove any personal items, breakables, valuables, family heirlooms. Electronics should be disconnected, drawers should be emptied, and closet floors should be cleared. Our flooring installation involves moving materials, moving tools, and furniture throughout the room. We want things to be as easily accessible and movable as possible. So clearing the space helps protect your belongings and also allows us to work smoothly and efficiently. If you've arranged for us to move your furniture, we're happy to help. We just ask that you clear out any china cabinets, closets, cabinets, dresser drawers, filing cabinets. That way we can move as quickly as possible. Please keep in mind there may be some things that our team cannot move. Specialty items like pianos, large aquariums, safes, pool tables, or heavy fitness equipment need to be handled by qualified professionals prior to installation date. If we're installing floors in a kitchen or a bathroom area, some disconnection and reconnection work may be required by a licensed electrician or plumber. If water lines are old or fragile, or if we find something wrong with the plumbing in your house as we're starting to work on those things, we may ask that you bring in a plumber to address those issues at your expense. All right, let's talk about dust. No matter what kind of flooring is being removed, whether it's hardwood, vinyl, tile, or LVP, it will create dust. Dust is unfortunately an unavoidable part of the process. We do our best to try to limit the dust moving throughout the house, but we can't guarantee that we'll get rid of all the dust, which is why we recommend hiring a cleaning service post-installation. Once the demolition is complete, we may uncover some things that were unexpected. It's very hard for us to see everything that exists underneath your floor. If we run into things like moisture issues, water damage, mold, we may stop our project and ask that those things be taken care of separately. We're happy to give you a referral or even address some of the things ourselves, but this is a risk that we run into every once in a while. Let's talk about paint. Every once in a while, I do get a question of whether you paint first or install floors first. We always recommend that you install the floors first because the installation of the floors can create dust as well as potentially scrape the walls or baseboards. The paint in freshly painted rooms can take about 2 weeks to fully cure. So even though we're really careful with moving furniture, bringing in materials, and our demolition, it is possible for us to scrape or scratch walls, cabinets, and furniture as we're going through this process. I don't want to make it sound like we're careless, but the back of carpet is like sandpaper. So when that goes up on the baseboards, that can scratch the baseboards themselves. Also, during installation or demolition, and there's a lot of banging involved, you can potentially see nail pops. Nail pops are common in this area because of how the homes were built in the early 2000s and before. They used nails to hang drywall instead of screws. So when we're doing a bunch of banging during either demolition or installation, you could see a nail pop. They're pretty easy to fix and it's normal, but we just want you to be aware just in case you have to hire someone else to come fix that. When it comes to carpet seams, most carpet seams are invisible, but there are some carpets where you can see the seams no matter what you do. We do our best to make the carpet seams as invisible as possible. Some carpets it's impossible to hide the seams. That's not considered a material defect or an installation defect, but please point it out to us if you're concerned about it. We ask that you keep the temperature in your home pretty consistent throughout and even post-installation. The recommended temperature is 68 to 72 degrees. 48 hours before installation, we ask that you bring the house temperature up to these levels so that way you can avoid any future problems with the floor. The other important thing to consider is humidity and moisture. For humidity, you want to keep your house between 30 and 50%. If you have a whole house humidifier or during the summertime, we may want to acclimate your hardwood longer just to make sure that it gets up to the same humidity level as your house. We will do some moisture testing before installation. The recommended moisture levels are between 6 and 9% for hardwood installation. If the moisture in your hardwood or subfloor are outside of those ranges, we may recommend some actions that you take to bring that moisture back in line with manufacturer specifications. If you're choosing hardwood, please remember that this is a natural product. You are going to see variations in grain, tone, and color. Our samples are a great guide on what to expect, but they aren't 100% matched on every board. That's one of the beautiful things about hardwood. It's unique. The hardwood that's going into your house is not going into anyone else's house. It's coming off of a different tree, it's going to have different color, different variation, and it's going to be unique to you. One thing to keep in mind is that sunlight can, over time, change the color of your floor. This is called a patina, and it affects different species and woods differently. Tile is another product that has natural variation in color. Not every piece is going to look exactly like the sample. It's a natural product and can change from lot to lot, so just something to look out for as you're selecting tile and hardwood. At Floor Concepts, we are flooring experts. But if we see something that's outside of the scope of our work, something like plumbing, electrical, HVAC work that we notice, we will bring that to your attention and potentially ask you to bring in another professional to address these issues. We want your installation day to go perfectly, and hopefully this checklist was helpful to you as you think about your installation coming up soon. If you have a specific question that I didn't address in this video, please reach out to us and we're happy to help. We look forward to seeing you on installation day.